Yo, Waffle! What's up? Yo, Waffle! Uh-huh! Yo, Waffle! Yeah! Yo, Waffle! I'll bring it down! Folks, welcome to the Week 8 recap. This is an exciting week in the Waffle for one reason. Coldplay rocks. This song is blowing my mind. Their new single, Paradise, makes me feel like I'm at the pearly gates, singing in heaven, and it's just firing me up right now, folks. And you know what else is firing me up? Is the fact that my team got a win this week. I'm now 3-5, and I'm technically in the 8th spot in the playoff race. Probably won't stay there, but one can dream. Dylan Gaddy's Miles of Moss did me a favor, let me win. The Bengals D had like 24 points. Not sure how that happened. But you know what? The important thing right now is not me. It's my little brother, Russell Bettinger, defending Waffle champion. Dangerous combination, 150 points this week. He takes out Kyle Snorton the Orton, who had 142. Poor Kyle would have beat anyone else this week. But yes, he had to play Russell. Pretty much, Russell's team runs on two things. One, Megatron. Two, Cam Newton. If you're facing those guys, life is not fun. Russell Bettinger won his second weekly high score trophy in the last 3 weeks. He now improves to 5-3 on the year. Kyle falls to 3-5, so he's tied with me. Kyle, I feel your pain, but keep the faith. We're in playoff contention. Closest matchup of the week featured another brother of mine, Riley Bettinger, and Brady's Bunch, who lost by 3 points to Jared Peterson's last place. Jared got 3 points from Dexter McCluster on the Monday Nighter, and Ryan Matthews went out for Riley after getting 14 points. So unlucky break for Riles, and just enough for McCluster gives Jared the 107-104 win. Brady's Bunch falls to 5-3, 1 game back as the leaders in the Waffle. Jared gets to 3-5, right there with Kyle and I in contention for those last few playoff spots. Another exciting matchup this week. Chase's lucky 10 pick taking out 2.5 men. Spencer Brooklyn Scott. It was 136-116. Spencer just had a well-rounded performance. Steve Smith, the Steve Smith, Mr. Football Star, again, suddenly with Cam Newton with 26 points. Big week. Somehow, I mean, it's tough for Spencer because LaShawn McCoy goes off for 35 points and he loses. I don't feel too sorry for him because Kyle lost with 142 points, so can't get much worse than that. Moving on, your Highness, Allie Smith's team playing Ben Bullock's team, Legendary. Those two have a long history of rivalry, and it came to a head this week. Ben, it was ugly. 129-69. You know, what else there to say? Ben just had a great week. Arian Foster, 21 points. Fred Jackson, 24 points. Greg Olson, 17 points. Paging Greg Olson. He's been MIA since like 2008, and suddenly he's like a stud with the Carolina. I think the theme of this broadcast is, if you got Cam Newton on your team, Greg Olson becomes relevant, Steve Smith becomes relevant, and all running backs in Carolina become irrelevant. Ben Bullock improves to 6-2, and he's atop the Waffle right now in a 3-way tie. Exciting news for Ben Bullock. Allie falls to 1-7, still in playoff contention, just got to put a few wins together. Hitchcock, the new guy, and his team Harbaugh fell this week finally. I think they'd won like 5 in a row. They're 10th in the league in points scored. So they're not a scoring juggernaut, but they know how to win. They know how to win ugly, and that's pretty much the Niners' motto this year. And Hitchcock, that's his favorite team. He's adopted his team motto. They fell 103-90 to Max Brown's Shab on my knob. Max Brown got 22 points from Victor Cruz. Who the heck is Victor Cruz? The guy's been awesome this year. Moving on, we talked about my team already, but just to rehash, 113-76. Adrian Peterson, 32 points. Thank you, sir. Now for a quick standings update. We got a 3-way tie atop the league. Legendary, Lucky 10 pick, Team Harbaugh, all at 6-2. Right now, Legendary has the advantage for the league title. He has 1,021 points, while Lucky 10 pick has 1,005. So he's 16 points ahead of the tiebreaker. Very much anyone's ball game. Meanwhile, Shaba, my knob, Dangerous Combination, and Brady's Bunch all sitting 1 game back at 5-3. Definitely within striking distance for that league title. Meanwhile, we have a nice little crop of people in the lower half of the league. We got Sioux and a Half Men, Russell Rules, Snorton the Orton, and last place all at 3 and 5. So those guys will be battling probably for the last 2 playoff spots. And then Miles and Moss and Your Highness, you're still in contention. Don't give up hope. Miles and Moss 2 and 6, Your Highness 1 and 7. Life's about having faith. I have faith in you guys. Just put some wins together, and you'll be fine. Let's look ahead to Week 9 in the Waffle. We have a couple of really interesting matchups. First of all, Lucky 10 Pick taking on Shaba My Knob. Lucky 10 Pick's trying to get sole possession of first place, maybe with the win. Meanwhile, Shaba My Knob trying to hop up into that group atop the Waffle. Then Team Harbaugh taking on Dangerous Combination. Combination doesn't have Cam Newton and doesn't have Megatron. So Team Harbaugh licking their lips, licking their chops, licking a lot of ice cream cones because they are excited to play Russell Bettinger's team without those two, let me tell you. But I was talking to Russell earlier this week, and he's got a little surprise for Team Harbaugh. So you just wait. I think Russell's going to work the waiver wire and put some magic together, and I wouldn't put it past him because, folks, Russ Beasy is the defending champ. Remember that. Also, remember, set your lineups this week. It's getting crunch time. There's only 3 weeks left in the regular season. Very abbreviated regular season, which means I need you to set your lineups. I'm going to set my lineup this week, and I need you guys to do that too, all right? Guys, sick! Thanks for joining us, and I'll see you next week. Until then.